Hey ladies, I'm here today to talk about dry shampoo. So I'll go through what it is quickly in case anybody doesn't know yet. But basically, if you ever used to do the baby powder trick where you rub baby powder in when your hair gets greasy so that it sucks up the grease, that's what it is. It's just aerosolized powder. So you can spray it on at your roots, and it even comes with colors and scents now, so it's not just for blonde girls anymore, and it can make your hair smell good. So I have only ever used a couple different brands. I used to use Not Your Mother's. Then I went to visit my sister and I forgot to bring it, and she let me borrow hers, and it was Batiste, which is a pretty popular brand. And I was kind of blown away by the power of it. You know, with Not Your Mother's, I was like shh all over, but with Batiste, it's like shh, shh. And it really blasts your hair, and you get a lot with one spray. So I switched over to that. This one has a hint of brilliant blonde, it says. So, you know, I figured why not? But they have ones with red tints and brown for brunettes. I didn't mean to say blue. Anyway, there are about 1 million brands to choose from these days because it's really, really popular. I found a really good article from a girl who seems to really know what she's talking about. She seems obsessed with dry shampoo and has tried them all. So I will link to that article in the comments so that you can see kind of what her top brands were that she recommends. Okay, good things about dry shampoo. It takes the greasiness out. So I'm going to use some in a second. You can tell that my hair, this is day 4 after shampoo. So my hair is starting to get, you know, greasy and stringy in there. So I shake it. I don't know if you're supposed to. It's a good question. I shake it. I don't know. So another good thing about it is that it can actually help your hair be healthier if you use it correctly. Because if you use heat, if you blow dry and straighten or curl with heat after every shampoo, then if it can push shampoo day out and make it so you're using that heat less often, that's going to be better for your hair in the long run. It also can give you great body and texture if you're wanting to do some kind of a style that would require teasing. You can use this stuff instead to give you that texture. I sometimes use it if I'm trying to do a braid in clean hair because braids actually work better in slightly dirty hair. Okay, so it's simple. This is, just give it some quick sprays. I like to work it through a little bit with my fingers. Kind of get it down into the roots, you know, these little hidden greasy places. So you can see it kind of left some white there. It does kind of disappear over time, and if you work it in with your fingers, it'll go away. And then I brush it through. I think you're supposed to leave it for 15 to 30 seconds, but then go ahead and brush it through, and that'll kind of deal with that color also. And that'll work it through to the different parts of your roots, your scalp, so that it isn't so greasy anymore. And then when I do that, if I feel like I still need more, which I do, I'm just going to focus on this area so that you can see what it does. So, see, it doesn't look greasy anymore. If I were to pull it back into a ponytail now, it wouldn't have this nasty, greasy look that it would have had earlier. All right, so that's the idea, but the part that I really want to talk about is that it can be really bad for your hair if you don't use it correctly. So, some people will shampoo, and then, you know, on day 2 or 3, they start using dry shampoo, and then they use dry shampoo every day after that, and they don't shampoo. So, this is bad, because it builds up on your scalp, right? It's stuff that you're spraying on there and it's staying there, and then you're spraying more and it's staying there. So it can affect the how your scalp is producing oils. Obviously any like dandruff or dry skin or skin, like scalp skin that needs to be removed so it can be replaced in your body's natural processes, that's not happening. It can cause hair loss. It can affect new hair growth. It can also exacerbate psoriasis or dandruff or any other scalp problems. So basically the thing to remember is it is not shampoo. It doesn't clean your scalp. It doesn't clean your hair. It just is a trick. It's a Band-Aid. Okay, so it should be used sparingly. It should be used to push shampoo day out, maybe 1 day or 2 days tops. If you're pushing it out 3 days, like, it's time to shampoo. You have to actually wash your hair because that extra skin needs to come out. The hair that you're supposed to be naturally losing needs to come out. Oils, not to mention the dry shampoo itself. You just sprayed all this junk on there and now you need to take it out. You can't just let it sit. So when you do shampoo, you should be using, if you're going to use this regularly, you should be using a clarifying shampoo, and you should shampoo twice. So the first time, and you're focusing on your scalp, by the way, all the time when you're shampooing. Some people are, being sure to shampoo down here. That's not really what shampoo is for. It's not necessary. When you shampoo, you should be shampooing your scalp. The first shampoo will loosen all that stuff up that you kind of sealed in with the dry shampoo, and then do it again, and that'll actually get all the stuff out. So just remember, it's just a trick. It's not shampoo. You have to actually wash your hair. You can't rely on this stuff too much, or it can damage your scalp health and ultimately your hair health. You can start losing hair. I've actually, seen some Facebook posts by some ladies saying that they hate dry shampoo. It ruined their hair, but if you use it correctly, it doesn't have to be that way. You can just enjoy the upside. Let's see. I think that that's all I had to cover. So if anybody has a favorite brand, will you please comment and tell me what it is? Because next time I go buy one, I want to try a new one. If anybody's had a bad experience with dry shampoo or anything like that, I would love to hear about that too. Any tips or tricks you have of how I can improve my application? Just anything like that, let me know. And you can like, share. Don't forget to add ladies to the group if you think that they would like this stuff. Thanks, everybody. Bye.